All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about something that's Mendelian, but also not Mendelian. So it's Mendelian in that it does follow the law of independent assortment and segregation and all of that, but it's not Mendelian because these are going to be traits carried on the sex chromosomes. So just as a review, males have XY, all right, and females are XX, and this is in males, all right? So if you do not have a Y chromosome, you don't get testes or secondary sex characteristics of a male. All right. Now we have 44 autosomes or sex cells that are cells that are not sex cells, body cells. All right. And we have one set of sex cells. Now, other animals and plants have different letters and different types of sex determination. In fact, some animals use environmental temperatures to determine the sex. So however the egg is incubated in can determine male and female, which means that global climate change is really going to kind of mess up with how many males and females are born in these sort of breeds. All right, but back to us. We have a male, so we have 44 sets of autosomes or somatic DNA here. 44 or 22 sets plus your sex chromosomes. All right, so 23 sets altogether. Now, you're going to combine this male and this female. And now a male can either give an X or a Y. Females only have an X, so they can only give an X. So it is the male sperm that determines the sex of the baby. So if the male sperm donates an X, you have a female. And if it donates a Y, you have a male. All right, so that's how inheriting sex characteristics work. Now, a gene located on either sex chromosome is called a sex-linked gene. But most of the ones that we are going to talk about are X-linked because both male and female have X-linked genes, okay? So most human disorders are due to recessive alleles and mostly seen in males. So why would that be? All right, if you're a female and you have two X's, and color blindness is one. So let's use that. If you're a female and you have two X's, you have one dominant for color blindness and one recessive for color blindness. And you marry a man who is not colorblind. Okay, so this guy can give a sperm, that is colorblind on, or not colorblind on the X, and then the other one is Y, and colorblind isn't on the Y. Now she can either give an X or a Y. Let me erase this. So if we do the cross, just like in Mendel, we see that, and she has this one, and then this little c. All right, we see that the females, no female is going to be colorblind because every female will have at least one normal allele from their dad, one regular non-colorblind allele, right? However, what we're going to see here is because the mom is carrying the allele, you have a 50% chance of their boys being colorblind, but a 0% chance of the girls. So if the disorder is sex-linked recessive, most likely it is going to affect males more than females. So a female the only way for a female to be colorblind is for her dad to also be colorblind, so that she'll get two little C's from her mom, okay? So you are gonna have some of these to do, and basically when you answer the question, you have to say how many females. So each box is 0.25%. So, or in this case, each box is 50% because you only have 2 female boxes and 2 male. So you have a 50% chance here and a 50% chance here. So in this case, you have a 100% chance of not having a colorblind female. But here you have a 50% chance, okay, of having a male. So when you are doing sex-linked crosses, you need to make sure and include the percentage of males and the percentage of females. All right, so let's look at this. Hemophilia is an X-linked recessive. Neither Tom nor Sue has hemophilia. All right, so here's Sue and here's Tom. Neither one of them have hemophilia. All right, but we don't know what this other X is. All right, if the couple, but their first son does have hemophilia. If the couple has a second child, what is their probability? Well, we got to do a Punnett square. Big H, X, big H. We don't know what this is yet, but we know since their first son has it, that it's probably a little h, and he gives the y. So this girl, big H, this girl, big H, little h. So if the second child is a girl, then there is 0% chance that she'll have hemophilia. Now, if the second child is a boy, you can see here that you have a 50% chance of the second child, boy, having hemophilia. All right?